Introduction to living on Mars, a hostile environment. Living on Mars presents numerous challenges due to its harsh conditions and differences from Earth. The thin atmosphere, extreme temperatures, and high radiation levels make it difficult for humans to survive. Understanding these challenges is crucial for future exploration and potential colonization. Thin atmosphere, lack of breathable air. Mars has a very thin atmosphere, composed mainly of carbon dioxide, about 95%, with only trace amounts of oxygen. This lack of breathable air makes it impossible for humans to survive without life support systems. Astronauts would need to rely on oxygen tanks or produce oxygen through chemical processes. Extreme temperatures, cold and fluctuating. Temperatures on Mars can be extremely cold, averaging around -80 degrees Fahrenheit, -62 degrees Celsius, at the equator and dropping even lower at the poles. This wide temperature range poses significant challenges for habitation, requiring robust insulation and heating systems for shelters and equipment to protect against the cold. High radiation levels, risks to health. Mars lacks a strong magnetic field and thick atmosphere, exposing its surface to high levels of cosmic radiation and solar radiation. Prolonged exposure increases the risk of cancer and other health issues for inhabitants. Effective radiation shielding would be necessary to protect future colonists during their stay. Water scarcity, finding essential resources. While Mars has polar ice caps and evidence of past water flows, liquid water is scarce on the surface. Accessing and utilizing water is crucial for sustaining human life, requiring advanced technology to extract, purify, and store water for drinking, growing food, and other essential needs. Dust storms, environmental hazards. Mars experiences frequent dust storms that can last for days or even weeks. These storms can obscure visibility, reduce solar power generation, and damage equipment. Habitats would need to be designed to withstand these storms, and contingency plans must be in place for energy and communication disruptions. Psychological challenges, isolation and loneliness. Living on Mars would involve significant isolation due to the vast distance from Earth and limited communication. Astronauts may face psychological challenges, including loneliness, stress, and anxiety. Effective mental health support and recreational activities would be essential for maintaining the well-being of inhabitants. Transportation and mobility, navigating the terrain. Mars' rugged terrain presents difficulties for transportation and mobility. Rover vehicles would be needed for exploration and resource gathering, but navigating steep slopes, rocky surfaces, and dust-covered landscapes poses challenges. Reliable transportation systems must be developed to facilitate movement across the Martian surface. Growing food, agricultural limitations. Sustaining a human presence on Mars requires a reliable food source. However, the Martian soil lacks essential nutrients and contains toxic perchlorates. Developing sustainable agricultural methods, such as hydroponics or aeroponics, would be necessary to grow food in controlled environments, ensuring a steady food supply. Conclusion: addressing challenges for future colonization. In conclusion, living on Mars involves overcoming significant challenges, including a thin atmosphere, extreme temperatures, high radiation levels, and limited resources. Addressing these obstacles requires innovative technologies and strategies for sustainable living. Understanding these challenges is essential for future missions and potential colonization of the Red Planet.